Hi, welcome back to my February challenge. If you are not a member, you will not understand how hard recording this video is going to be. If you are a member, you will see that this is my second spot trying to record this actual episode. And the reason why I had to move is because the wind tried to take me out. So when the wind tried to take me out, I had to change or rotate and switch. So now I'm in a place that I've actually never recorded before. I don't know what I think about this area. And I'm obviously moving the camera because I don't know what I like because I've never recorded here before. So this might be absolutely fine. I just don't know, but my hair is going everywhere. The wind is blowing crazy. And so I had to find a spot with trees. So if this is your first episode that you're watching, this is my February challenge. And the February challenge, what I'm doing is every single day I am recording a video based on what the analytics is telling me people want to hear. And this might be my worst video ever. I don't really know because I did record a video in the dark. I guess I'm not in the dark. I am just depending on the camera to make this look good. And I am all kinds of insecure about where I'm currently located. So there's that. Whatever. It just is what it is at this point. That is the joys of recording outside that a lot of people never see, is the background of what happens when the wind doesn't care what you're trying to do and the wind takes over your tripod and then you have to audible. So at least in this episode, or at least in this video, my hair is not blowing everywhere like it's Mufasa. So this is kind of a semi take two, just in case you're wondering. The other video didn't make it past, I think, like 2 minutes before the wind got chaotic. So I didn't even get a chance to look at the topics because as I was trying to look at the topics, literally everything toppled over. Anyways, none of you are here to talk about that. So let me look at the topics for today. And February challenge, I'm just hitting record. Whatever the topic is, I am talking about the topic. And that is what's going to happen. I'm holding my mic because if the wind starts to pick up, I can actually cover the mic with my hands and get a better sound. Besides, so it's not on my neck. And I'm not on my neck recording like this. I figured this would be easier. So if the wind does pick up where this new location is, we will be covered. But yeah, the last location, I'm traumatized. But anyways, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, let me just open this fancy little gadget. It's not really that fancy, but let me see what the topics are so that I can record this video like I'm supposed to do, because what a disaster that just was. That was a complete disaster. Actually, of the recording of this, I haven't even watched it on playback. And so I don't know how actually chaotic it was. I just lived it. So I'm interested to watch that on playback. And you can see the wind is starting to pick up. So if you see me move my mic and do different things, that is why. Anyways, let me get into these topics. So first topic, we have football highlights extended. Most humiliating defeats in football. I feel like that keeps coming up. Least competitive football league. I feel like that was there yesterday. Summary of the NFL playoffs. I actually did that yesterday. Defensive formations football. Sometimes I think some of these are soccer. NCAA track and field championships. I love seeing track and field on here. That's kind of cool. Oregon Ducks football recruiting news. Welcome back, Oregon Ducks. Colorado football podcast. Colorado's been here, I think, for a couple of days. Worst American football takes. Worst American football takes is kind of interesting. And now the sun is coming. This might be the worst recording I've ever recorded. And you know what's terrible? I can't see myself. I have no idea what I look like. I have no idea what's going on. All I can see is this shadow that is hitting my arm. Oh my gosh. That is why I do this. I just brave this. I don't even know what I was saying. I don't even know what I was talking about. Worst American football takes, maybe. My least favorite NFL teams. I don't know. UEFA Championship League analysis. Oh, I know that's soccer. And then football analysis mock draft. So it's interesting because for the football and analysis mock draft, a lot of people have been asking me to do a mock draft, and I just want you to know a couple of things. I don't do mock drafts until I get closer to knowing what teams are going to look like. So I need to see everything happens that needs to happen. Oh, great. Here comes the wind again. So I need to see some things happen. So I don't do mock drafts until April. To me, there's no point of doing mock drafts until you know who your guys are going to get in free agency, until you know who's leaving in free agency, until you know, as it gets closer to the draft. And then I need to see the players. I watch them play college football, but I need to see how are they going to do in their pro day? How are they going to do in their combine? What are their combine numbers going to look like? Are they actually 6'2" or are they actually 6 foot? Are they actually as fast as we think they are? All of those different things. And then the NFL is going to dirty up some of these guys. And let me put my iPad down. The NFL is going to dirty up these guys. That is what they're going to do. So because they're going to dirty them up, I want to wait and see what they find. Like, how dirty are they going to get? Are they going to get really dirty? Ooh, this is the sun. Let's not do that. How dirty are these guys going to get? How dirty is the NFL going to do them? And so once I see all of those things, then I will create an NFL draft, something or another, or a mock draft. Until I see that, I'm not going to create that. I wonder if my hair's just chunked up back here. Anyways, that doesn't matter. So instead, what I'm going to do is, what was it? My least favorite NFL teams. My least favorite NFL teams. Did I just flash the camera when I bent over? I hope not. All right. My whole outfit is just falling apart. Everything is just falling apart. I need to get myself together. This feels very chaotic. It feels very chaotic for a video, because usually when things go live, when I'm live and it's chaotic, I'm just live and it's chaotic. But I'm making a video, so I don't even know how chaotic this actually is. I just know that I probably look like Mufasa. So, hi, good thing I love the Lion King. So now I'm Mufasa. Okay, that's beside the point. Okay, so my least favorite teams in the NFL. I don't really have any like least favorite NFL teams, because I don't care about other teams that much. I'm a fan that cheers for my own team. My own team really matters a lot to me. Somebody is coming, so I need to get out of their way. Sorry. Just want to make sure I'm out of their way. So the reason why, sorry, I just want to make sure I'm out of their way. So I don't really have any like least NFL teams, mainly because I cheer for my team. I don't necessarily cheer against other teams. I think the most annoying thing in the NFL, and the other thing is too, is I've realized I don't like teams in spurts. For example, for a long time, I was annoyed with Seattle for not giving the ball to Marshawn Lynch. And so for a while, I couldn't stand Seattle. But then as soon as like Pete Carroll left, as soon as the Legion of Boom left, I started feeling differently about Seattle Seahawks. So there's that. I mean, after this Chicago Bears fired Lovie Smith, I didn't understand that. So I was kind of like, what are you guys doing? So for a while, I didn't like them, but I've gotten over that. I mean, like, I like Caleb Williams. I like Ben Johnson. So there's that. The other thing is too, even the teams in my division, like I don't really care about the Bengals or the Browns or the Ravens enough to not like them, or for them to be my least favorite. I happen to like Lamar Jackson and happen to like Joe Burrow. Like I don't really have a least favorite NFL team. My least favorite thing about the NFL is that I don't like how we only cover certain teams. I wish that we could cover more teams. Like I get annoyed that we always see things about the Dallas Cowboys. Like I actually don't care about the Dallas Cowboys at all. Let me remove some of this stuff because my friend that I usually see all the time is walking. And so I have a feeling he's going to walk this way. So my thing is I don't care about the Dallas Cowboys. I don't want to hear about them. I don't care what they're doing. I don't like really seeing dysfunction. It doesn't really impress me. It doesn't impact me. And I think it's a waste of time for the NFL to spend so much time talking about the Cowboys. Like, let's talk about some other teams. Tell me what the freaking Arizona Cardinals are doing. Well, they're terrible, so maybe that's not a good comparison. But like, tell me what some of these other teams are doing. I feel like we spend way too much time talking about the Cowboys. So my least favorite thing about the NFL is that I think we spend too much time talking about specific things and not talking about the entire NFL. And I think that that's a problem. I think that that is annoying, and I hate that, honestly. To be fair, that's why I do my NFL fan series, because I want to hear from other fans. I want to hear their opinions. I want to see what they think and feel. And that's just where we're going to be. As the sun goes down, I'm starting to be able to see my hair. My hair is a freaking mess, but the wind is blowing it. So anyways, it is what it is. So another least favorite thing about the NFL too is that I feel like the West Coast teams just kind of don't get talked about. I feel like if you're not a Kansas City Chiefs player or you're not on the Kansas City Chiefs, I feel like they don't talk about you. I feel like everything that's like west of Texas doesn't get talked about in the NFL. I don't understand that. Why don't we hear more about the Chargers? Why don't we hear more about the Denver Broncos? Why don't we hear more about some of these teams out west? It's like, and I mean, Denver's not even out west. I don't consider Denver out west, but I feel like the NFL does an awful job of only talking about the teams they want to talk about. The teams that they've decided bring in ratings are the teams that the NFL talks about. And of course, if you talk about a team, that team is going to bring in ratings. So whoever you talk about is going to be the team that you get the most ratings from, because those are the teams that people know. I don't think the NFL realizes how many casual fans watch the NFL. And so because you have a lot of casuals watching the NFL, the teams that you talk about are going to be the teams that they think are important. So it's weird to me. And even with fantasy football taking off, it's like people are drafting other people from other teams, but yet we still don't talk about those teams. It's just weird. It's just weird the way the NFL does things because I don't really understand it. Some of their scheduling too, I don't really understand. Another least favorite part about the NFL, because now I've transitioned. This isn't about teams I don't like. This is about things I don't like about the NFL. I don't like the NFL on Sunday on the second slate of games. How come sometimes there's only 2 games, 3 games? I think that's ridiculous. We're spending so much time making sure we go overseas and do all these things that like normal. We're not taking care of home. We're not taking care of the basic things. I feel like every single week there should at least be 3 to 4 games in the second slot. I don't care what you have to do. Just put 2 or 3 games in the second slot. I don't understand why that's not happening. It seems so easy. So that's annoying to me. And then I won't even get to the traveling around the world and or to see. I think that's dumb. I think it's ridiculous. I get that they're trying to grow the league. I feel like though it's becoming so much. It's like, oh, every week there's a game at 9:30. It's like then this week and then this week and then we're going to Italy and then we're going to Germany and then we're going to Australia and then we're going here and then we're going to Spain and then we're going to Brazil, and it's kind of like why? What is that really necessary? And I also wish that if they would do that, it was a little bit more organized so that it wouldn't impact the games that we were able to see on Sunday. I hate when we have these like large slate of games because of the holidays, and then because of the holidays, then football on Sunday is limited. I don't understand that. I get that they are the most popular. You're already the most popular. And now since you're the most popular, why don't we win the day consistently on Sunday before we stop trying to like expand and do all these other things? Anyways, those are some of my gripes with the NFL. So I don't have a least favorite team in the NFL. I could really care less. I feel like I have eras where I don't like certain teams. Like for a while, I couldn't stand the Patriots, obviously, because Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Now I could care less about them. That's kind of over. But there's not really a team there. I've never really hated a team. My least favorite team, whatever. I don't, it just kind of is what it is. I watch football because I love football. I don't really care about the leagues, or I don't really care about the teams, but I watch the NFL because I love football and I get to experience football through the NFL. So I don't have a least favorite. I just have least favorite things that they usually do that annoy the hell out of me. Anyways, I'm going to end this video. I kind of made this one my own. Instead of whining and complaining, I told you I was just going to start making things my own. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in my next video.